quad stretch number 1. A lot of people like to do their quad stretches by just reaching back, and quite honestly, this is very ineffective, mostly because the knee is not in a position where you get the most effective stretch out of your quads. A bench helps tremendously because you can rest your knee on the bench, and notice how this knee is now behind this knee, right? It's like when you're standing, the knee falls directly in front of the other knee. It loses the stretch. So while the knee is behind the other knee, you get to actually get a very effective quad stretch. And the more you reach forward with this leg, the more intense the quad stretch gets. This will actually stretch, it's not really a quad, it's more of a hip flexor, but it does run over the length of the quad. It's called the Rectus Femoris. And the Rectus Femoris goes down to your knee, all the way up to your hip. And it works along with the quads very well. It supports the knee and the hip joint wonderfully together. It's amazing. It crosses both joints. It's the longest muscle in the body. And what this stretch does is helps to loosen it up and helps to give a little bit of relief to your iliacus and psoas, just a little bit. There's better stretches for that, but while we're here, take what you can get. And this is the first quad stretch. One of the more difficult muscles to stretch, even though I just showed the rectus femoris stretch, is the rectus femoris. And while that is a good stretch I showed, it is not as effective as it could be. It's great for the quads, but for the rectus femoris, that long muscle that goes over the top, it really needs a position where you can kind of push your range of motion, and I recommend using this particular stretch to do that. And what you're going to do is you're going to rest your foot on top of a bench or a chair. You're not sitting on it, you're sitting next to the foot. Sit right next to the foot, so the foot's off to the side. And what you're going to do is allow the knee to just let gravity take over and let gravity do the thing. And you can just chill out and wait for it to happen. With the foot, to adjust the angle of the stretch, if you turn the foot in, I'm going to get a different angle here to show you. So right now the foot is straight back. If you turn the foot in, so that it's running along the length of the bench, if you have the flexibility to do it, you're not going to get a whole lot of turn in. But it will allow for the stretch to pivot a lot more. You might be on your heel, you might be sitting on your heel just a little bit for this, which I am right now. I'm not full body weight on my foot, I'm really holding myself up with my arms. But what this allows is, it allows a bit of a pivot to occur where it allows gravity to have a lot more of an effect over the rectus femoris and pull the leg way down, pull the knee down to the ground. This stretch, depending on how much rectus femoris is tight, I may do for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes if it comes to that, depending on how bad it is. I really do recommend foam roll first. Foam roll all of this, the vastus lateralis, the rectus femoris, IT band a little bit, TFL at the top, foam roll all of that. Let it get beaten up and loosen out so that this stretch is more effective, and it'll stretch out the leg a lot more to the point where it'll even allow it to go pretty straight down to the ground. Ooh, it really works. And that is your second quad stretch. I like having variety when it comes to stretching muscles. And for this one, another quad stretch. This one, I would say, is on par with the first quad stretch. It's great because you don't have to hold the foot in place. You can just let it sit there. You're just holding yourself up. So this allows for some more ease of doing the stretch, of performing the stretch. I would consider this your third quad stretch. Oops. You can also do this off the edge of your bed or a chair. With the bed, it's pretty great because you can go in this position and just lay back. It's going to be very intense if you try to lay back. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to really stretch the living hell out of your quads if you lay back. But if you are having quad issues, where sometimes the quads, especially the vastus lateralis, can cause some serious lower back issues, usually on one side or the other. And the vastus lateralis is an interesting muscle because it follows along a muscular system that is very not widely recognized among the fitness community. And what it does is that it pulls tension from the side of from just below the knee, and it crisscrosses along the lower back, and it goes to the other knee. And that tension is why you see a lot of dudes with their feet spread open. It goes right across the glutes into the lower back, and what ends up happening is the joint that is formed by your sacrum and your iliacus will tend to get compressed against each other. Sometimes can cause some serious sciatic issues. And a lot of times people will be trying to roll out the piriformis and trying to open up the SI joint. They can't figure out why the pain's not going away. It's because this muscle is causing the problem. The vastus lateralis is actually the problem. And it's running the tension along the quadriceps lumborum, which is the two little muscles at the base of the lower back that connect the spine to the iliacus, and your hip hike muscles, they're called. Make sure you put something under your knee to cushion, by the way, because that'll hurt over time. And that tension I was mentioning before will build up. It'll lock down the SI joints pretty good. It'll travel through the piriformis, the glutes, the other deep six external rotators. It will definitely cause some pelvic floor issues. But that is how you loosen those up.